Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. So folks, as we all know, the offseason is always a period of strategic moves, roster shakeups, and sometimes surprises that can redefine a team's trajectory. And right now, the New York Giants are in an interesting spot. They've had a pretty solid summer overall, especially on the offensive line, which has been a point of focus in recent seasons. But despite that, there's still some uncertainty when it comes to the interior of that line, especially at the center position. You see, the Giants have a young, promising player in John Michael Schmitz, who they drafted in the second round in 2023, and he's been expected to be the long-term answer at center. But fans and analysts alike know that the NFL is a league where patience can be thin, and the coaching staff wants to see real results, real progress, as soon as possible. Schmitz, for those who might be less familiar, showed flashes of promise last season, but he hasn't yet fully demonstrated that he's the definitive leader of the offensive line that the Giants desperately need. That's why, heading into the new season, there's a lot of buzz about how the team is looking to bolster that interior depth. They're eager to find someone who can step in if needed, someone who can provide reliable performance, especially in high-pressure situations. And as it turns out, the Giants might just have an interesting opportunity coming their way with the waiver wire. Now, here's where things get really intriguing. Just recently, the New England Patriots made a move that could very well benefit the Giants. The Pats released Cole Strange, a former first-round pick from the 2022 NFL Draft. Strange was a highly touted prospect coming out of college, and he was selected with high expectations. But in the NFL, things don't always go as planned, and unfortunately for Strange, his career with the Patriots has faced some hurdles. Last season, he only started 2 games and appeared in just 3, which is quite a drop from his rookie year when he was a regular starter in 29 games. The reason for this drop-off? Well, a significant knee injury during his rookie season really set him back. It's not uncommon for players to face durability issues after such injuries, and Strange has struggled to regain his full form. In the 2024 preseason, he only played 81 snaps, certainly not enough to earn a guaranteed spot on the roster. The Patriots, after trimming down their roster, decided to part ways with him, making him available on the waiver wire. Now, for the Giants, this could be a low-risk, high-reward addition. Why? Because Strange, despite his struggles, is still just 25 years old and has shown flashes of promise, especially in pass protection. When you look at his profile, Strange played left guard for the first 2 seasons of his career and has only recently been tried at center, which is notable. His overall PFF grades haven't been stellar, never surpassing 64.6, but that's not necessarily the end of the road. Sometimes, a fresh start, a new team, or a different coaching approach can unlock a player's potential. The Giants, after all, could see in Strange a player who just needs the right environment to thrive, especially since their current backup situation isn't exactly rock solid. In terms of depth, the Giants are somewhat in a delicate position. Behind Schmitz, who is still developing and learning on the job, there's Brian Hudson, who impressed during the preseason but did not make the final 53-man roster. Instead, the team opted for Austin Schlottman, who is now the primary backup center. And Greg Van Roten, the starting right guard, has also been used as a backup at center when needed. While these players are capable, the concern is whether they can handle the physical and mental demands of NFL games, especially in the high-stakes moments. Now, here's the thing. Strange's experience at guard, combined with his size and skill set, could make him a flexible option for the Giants. Although he's primarily been viewed as a guard, his recent move to center in practice and preseason shows that he might be able to fill in if necessary. And let's not forget, as a former first-round pick, there's always a chance that there's still untapped potential there. Sometimes, players take a bit longer to develop, or they need the right coaching to unlock their best abilities. The Giants are known for developing talent, especially on the offensive line, and this could be an opportunity for Strange to re-establish himself. Of course, there are some caveats. His struggles as a run blocker are well documented, and that's a critical aspect for the Giants' offensive scheme, which relies heavily on a balanced run-pass attack. But his flashes in pass protection are promising, and if he can improve his run blocking with coaching, he might just be the type of versatile depth piece that the Giants need. Remember, the NFL is a league where injuries happen, and depth becomes a critical factor as the season unfolds. If Strange can come in and provide even competent play, he could be a valuable asset for the Giants, especially in the early weeks of the season when injuries are most likely to occur. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture for a moment. The NFC East is as competitive as ever, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys constantly challenging each other. The Giants, under head coach Brian Daboll, have been building a team that emphasizes grit, discipline, and smart football. They've got a talented roster, especially on the defensive side, but the offensive line remains a key area where consistency and depth are essential. If they can add someone like Strange, even as a temporary fill-in, it could make a big difference in how they protect their quarterback and open lanes for the running game. And speaking of the roster, it's worth noting that the Giants have been aggressive in making moves this offseason. They've invested in the offensive line, and the coaching staff is clearly focused on building a cohesive unit that can withstand the rigors of the NFL season. The addition of a player like Cole Strange, even if just for a short-term stint, aligns with that philosophy. It's about adding competition, pushing the current players to perform at their best, and preparing for every possible scenario. At the same time, there's an element of strategic patience involved. The Giants aren't rushing to make moves just for the sake of it. They're carefully evaluating talent, trying to find the right pieces that fit their scheme and culture. The coaching staff, led by Daboll and his coordinators, are known for their ability to develop players and get the most out of their roster. If Strange comes in and can be a reliable backup, it's a win-win scenario. If he surpasses expectations, it could even turn into a steal. In the broader context of the league, this move highlights how teams are constantly looking for hidden gems on the waiver wire. The NFL is a league where a single player can shift the momentum, especially in the trenches where the game is often won or lost at the line of scrimmage. For the Giants, this is more than just a depth addition. It's about building resilience, ensuring they're prepared for whatever challenges come their way as the season kicks off. As fans, we all know how crucial every position is, especially on the offensive line. Protecting Daniel Jones, establishing the run, and giving the offense a fighting chance depends heavily on those interior blockers. If Strange can be that piece that steps in when needed, it could be a small but significant step toward a successful season. And it's not just about immediate needs, it's also about the future. If he proves to be a reliable presence, maybe he'll earn a more permanent spot, or at least provide valuable experience and depth for the years to come. So, as we keep an eye on the waiver wire and the latest roster moves, one thing is clear: the Giants are serious about contending. They're looking for every possible advantage, and bringing in a former first-round pick like Cole Strange shows they're not afraid to take calculated risks. It's a testament to their commitment to building a competitive team that can go deep in the playoffs, maybe even challenge for another Super Bowl. The NFC East is fierce, but if the Giants can get this kind of strategic addition, it could be the move that tips the scales in their favor. And remember, all of this is happening just as we gear up for the season, which promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. The players are working hard in training camp, the coaching staff is fine-tuning their schemes, and fans like us are eagerly awaiting kickoff. The potential addition of Strange adds a layer of intrigue and hope. Maybe he's the piece that helps the Giants tighten up their interior line and advance further than last year. It's these kinds of moves that keep us on the edge of our seats, dreaming of another Super Bowl run, another chapter of Giants history being written. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing of Cole Strange? Do you see him as a valuable depth piece, or are you skeptical about his ability to contribute? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the future of this team. Remember, this is a team that's always evolving, always fighting, and always looking for ways to get better. And I'll be back very soon with more updates, more news, and more insights into what's happening in Giants land. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's get ready for what promises to be an exciting season ahead. This is your source for everything Giants, and I can't wait to see how all these pieces come together. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Big Blue.